What's going on, YouTube? It's ya boy, Cam ATL, and welcome back to another video with ya boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're gonna love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section and enter your name into the $50 giveaway I do every single week on this channel. In this video, not only do we got preseason football today, and I'm gonna be going in not much on the props, but the game bet side of things. I'm gonna be going in on that. There's some value over there, and we're gonna talk about some NFL preseason bets that are best for today's games. I'm extremely excited about this video, man, because in this video, I get to break down the new version of Props Made Easy. As you can see, there's been a few updates that have been made to Props Made Easy. By the way, every update that will ever be made at Props Made Easy is made to raise your profit level. That's all we're here to do, all right? So as time goes on, we're tightening things to raise that hit rate more and more and more and offer you more and more levels of data to make it so that you can become better and better and better. In this video, I'll be giving $50 away to somebody in the comment section who likes, subscribes, and comments anything in the comment section on this video alone because of how excited I am about this update. I've been full transparency behind over the last few days. I've been using this new version behind the scenes, and my hit rate has had a noticeable jump since using it. Now I don't play a lot of DFS books, but nonetheless, the profit level that I've been making just over the first few days utilizing it, I already know it's going to make a huge impact on y'all. So let me explain exactly what has happened and what's going on here. Nothing crazy, but what you may see differently, okay? Now, first and foremost, on the previous tool, we had EV showing for the DFS books. Now, you can't find EV the most accurate way overall on DFS books because they're fixed payout structure sites. Okay, the way that you take EV from a regular book is you take both sides. You take the over and the under, you put them together, and you find that extra juice that's built in there by the sportsbooks. Sportsbooks add extra juice into a line so that they get profit no matter what side you bet. For example, if you see a line at minus 130 on DraftKings, really the true odds of that are about minus 115, minus 110. So you may think the odds are minus 130, but you're just paying minus 130. The behind the scenes and what the book really thinks is about minus 115, minus 110. You have to take some juice out of those plays to get the most accuracy out of your EV. Now, what's the problem with DFS books is you have fixed payout structures. So both sides are the same line. So they don't have juice built into their books. They just make their money off of the legs that you're having to put in. All right, their payout structure. Okay? So with that being said, the most accurate way to attack a DFS book is to use true probability chance to hit. And what I mean by that is you see right here the true odds. These true odds are when we take every book in the industry with the line on that line. As you can see, sharp/total, there's 62 books with this line. 3 of them are sharp books. I've talked about sharp books before. Okay, sharp books are some of the books that don't limit professional bettors. Okay, different sports have a different sharp books that they utilize that are the sharpest book in that sport. Sorry. Okay, different books are sharper in different sports. Okay, this true odds right here is exactly what it says. This is the true odds of this play throughout the industry. They have this play on over 0.5 bases at minus 113 as the true odds to go over 0.5 bases. This is minus the sportsbook's juice to see the real odds that they think this is going to happen, which in turn gives you a 53.16 true chance to hit percent. Okay? This edge percent right here is a big deal. Why? Because positive edge percent says that you're getting the edge on prize picks. You're beating the book. If it's a positive edge, you will long term beat the book the more you play that play. Okay? If it's a negative edge, the book will beat you long term. Okay? So after we take the VIG out of these sports books that they're trying to be sneaky and sneak in there, after we take the VIG out and we look behind the curtain and we see what they really think about a play, We have their true odds right here. Then that transfers into the chance to hit, the true odds chance to hit, which in turn gives you a minus 1.18 edge percent for JP Crawford on his over 0.5 bases. Due to the payout structure on Prize Picks, you're getting a negative edge playing this play. Now, my recommendation for you, because we're getting even more accurate, my recommendation for you is the first thing that I want you to do is try to stay in positive edge percent. It's almost like we've been talking about in the home run prediction tool, the Vegas edge. It's almost the same situation. You're looking to get a positive edge percent because why? That means you're beating the book by that much. Okay, so if it's positive, you're beating the book. If it's negative, they're beating you, and they're purposely having the line there so they can beat you. We're stopping it before they beat you, and you're only going to be playing plays that will beat them. We added last 10 right here on the front. We know how much you guys love to see little data like that. We made it just super accessible and added it to the front of the card right here, so immediately when you see a player, without even having to flip them, you know their last 10 hit percent. He's hit over 0.5 bases in 50% of his last 10 games. And another thing, not only you want positive edge percent, but you want to see 3 or more sharp books. Why? Because that means 3 or more sharp books are built into that true odds, and you know that it's a very accurate, solid line. The more sharp books you have built in, and to be honest with you, there's about 6 sharp books in the industry. 6 or 7 books that are sharp when it comes to MLB player props. Okay? So when you see the number 3 or higher is something that you definitely want to see. Okay? 3 or higher on the sharp. If y'all need to write this down, write it down. You'll get used to it. Edge percent positive. Okay, so right now there's minus 1.18 edge as the top chance to hit play, true chance to hit play here. Now, could you technically still take this? Will he still hit a good bit? I mean, he's got a 53% chance to hit. Yes. But for overall profitability on Prize Picks, the positive edge percent means you're beating them in that play. They're not beating you at all. Okay, so keep in mind, you're not going to have a huge amount of positive edge percents. Why? Because these DFS books do a great job at not wanting you to win. That's the point. But Props Made Easy members are going to do it no matter what. They can't stop it. Positive edge percent, true odds is the real odds behind the consensus, minus the VIG. 3 sharp books. To make sure you take a look at how many books are in the consensus. And that's it. That's simple. That's simple. As always, the best plays are already at the top. All right? So for MLB Prize Picks today, JP Crawford over 0.5 bases, 53.16 chance to hit, minus 113 true odds, minus 1.8 edge percent. Josh Bell under 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, 52.9 chance to hit, minus 1.43 edge percent, minus 112 true odds. Okay? Now, as you can see, there's nothing profitable on Prize Picks at the moment for MLB. Let's switch over to WNBA real quick. Take a look at what WNBA has on the Okay, you have one much closer here with Aaliyah Boston. You have minus 117 true odds, which calculates into a 53.83 true chance to hit, a minus 0.51 edge percent. 4 sharp books built into this. What are we looking for? The 3 or more sharp books is going to be your best version. 3 or more sharp books. Positive edge percent or the closest to edge percent you can get. If you're patient, you'll find plenty of positive edge percents. Matter of fact, if we open things up a little bit and we look among all the sports books real quick, let's open things up. Let's do another update. You can now select just DFS books or select all EV books. DFS books, EV books. That easy. So let's take a look at the DFS books. Update. Now, as you could see, as of right now, by the way, overnight, there was some positive edge percents available. We had plenty of edge percents available when I was going to bed last night. But now we have some negative edges. You've got Cameron Brink over 3.5 rebounds on Betr picks. 3 sharp books built into the consensus, minus 120 true odds, minus 0.14 edge percent. So that is almost there. You could technically start to get, ready to use that. That's still fine. It's so close, and everything else is right there in what you're looking for. But again, the main key, positive edge percent, 3 or more sharp books. Last 10, she's hit 70% over the last 10 games on her over 3.5 rebounds on Betr picks. Henry Davis over 0.5 hits is a minus 0.23 edge percent. Again, these DFS books try their hardest to make you think you have an edge where you don't. Okay, and Props Made Easy is going to show you where you have an edge and where you don't. Every play that you play needs to be either positive edge percent or the closest to it that you can possibly find while having 3 or more sharp books, okay? The more you play positive edge percent, the more money you will win. Plain and simple. That's what it's all about. Okay? So yeah, let's move on and let's take a look at all books. All right. Now, for the regular books, the same situation, except we just don't need the edge percent. Why? Because we already know our edge percent based off the EV, because we can do EV because these books have different odds on either sides. Okay? For example, Paul Skeens over 7.5 strikeouts is at 5.81 EV. You're getting this play at plus 110 on Bet365, where the true odds, after you take the VIG out, are minus 102 among 5 sharp books and 96 other regular books. Amazing play for Paul Skeens over 7.5 strikeouts at plus 110. And again, now that we've tightened everything up, the rules have changed slightly. You're looking for 5% or higher EV in every bet you place. And you're looking for 3 or more sharp books. Remember that. 3 or more sharp books, 5% or higher EV is what you're looking for when it comes to player props. Now, things are going to change a little bit when we go to the game center, so remember that. Again, if you need to write it down, do what you got to do. All right? But when it comes to player props, there's more variance in player props just off the jump. Okay? So that's why we like to bring, we like to take higher EVs, and we like to make sure all that's good stuff, right? So 3 or more sharp books, 5% or higher EV. Nothing changes there. The only difference is instead of looking at 30 total books, you're looking at the sharp books to make your decision. Again, you're getting even sharper with every single play you place. So Paul Skeens over 7.5 strikeouts. Alyssa Thomas under 22.5 points plus assists. You can get at plus 110 on no VIG. 5.44 EV due to true odds being minus 101. Again, the significant part about this, we're taking the VIG out. This is the most accurate representation of where the other books are at compared to where you're getting it. 2 sharp books here. Now, it's a sharp book away from being a play that is absolutely amazing. Now, I want to say this. Remember in the last version we were talking about only staying over 5% or EV or not, right? The absolute best plays for the most consistently are going to be over that 5% range. But you can technically take anything, like my friends that do this, that make money for a living doing this, they target 3% or higher EV on player props and 2% or higher EV on game center picks, like money lines, stuff like that. Okay? Just because a play is in the 4 EVs does not mean it's not great. Like here with Tina Charles over 6.5 rebounds, you have 4 sharp books, making this a minus 119 true odds when this minus 109 are the odds on no VIG, over 6.5 rebounds. This is a play that you need to go ahead and play. Yeah, it's not 5% EV, and if you're patient, you'll get plenty 5 EVs, and you can be patient and just wait if you want. But the fact that she has the good amount of sharp books, the fact that you're getting that great value that you are on the over 6.5 rebounds, again, 3% EV or higher now that we've tightened things up. 5% or higher for consistency, 3% or higher period to just be playing the sharpest plays. Okay? 3% or higher, 3 or more sharp books baked in. Okay? All right. Let's go ahead and go to the game center and check out what has changed there. Also, update. When it comes to the esports, people have mentioned they can't see the last X on the flip side of the esports. That will be added again today. That'll be back. All right, don't worry. Okay. When you first go to the game center, you will see the plays that are positive expected value. As I said, we're tightening that expected value. Things are way more accurate than they've ever been. Okay? Any positive expected value at all is great because you know you're getting the edge on that book. Okay? Now, when it comes to game center type picks like money lines, let's go all markets. When it comes to money lines and all this other stuff, you can take 2% EV or higher, but I like to still keep that 3 or more sharp books baked in. For example, right here with the Nationals is a huge EV. True odds are minus 132 among the books that have this line so far on average. Okay, we are weighting the sharp books as well. So if the sharp books, we take the sharp books odds and we weight them higher when it comes to giving us the true odds. They mean more in the average. Like I've mentioned before, we don't need Jimmy's sportsbook down the street to have a huge major impact on what we're deciding. We want the main books like Pinnacle and the sharp books to have the main impact. So they have the most impact on this. The Nationals is a huge one. Under 4.5 team total for the Nationals at plus 117 on ProfitX. Minus 132 true odds. One sharp book has this available though. Only one. Again, it could be just a little bit falling behind from the others or something like that to why the EV is so high. I would be patient and wait that out. Now a play that's great to me, Pirates and Reds, over 0.5 first inning total runs, plus 150 on Novig, 5.72 EV. Remember, the EV you see on the tool now is way more accurate than the EV you saw before. Why? Because we're taking the hidden juice out of these books and pulling open the curtains and seeing what they truly believe on a play and giving you the EV. Before, there was no real point in that other than y'all wanted to see the high consensus odds and y'all want to see the, you know, you don't really understand EV like that. You don't understand the VIG thing that I've explained to you, the juice that the books add. So we just wanted to make it as easy for you to possible to find the value bets. Now we're making it just way more accurate. We're leveling it up. We've got college football, NFL coming up. The tools were accurate before. They're even more accurate now. We're looking to have the biggest NFL season that we've ever had. But yeah, the rules that you want to look for on, I believe Sharp and Bet should show these. No, Sharp and Safe is still being worked on for the tool right now. But my recommendation for you is minus 120 to plus 120. That's the Sharp and Safe range now that we have taken taken VIG out of EV. Now that we're taking that VIG out, we're taking their little sneaky added juice out. Okay, minus 120 to plus 120 range is what I would stay in for the most consistency. Okay. You can go higher than that. Like, personally, I'll play a plus 135. But if you want the most consistency, I would stick around that range. Minus 120 to plus 120. Try to get 2% or higher expected value if you can. 2% or higher value when it comes to game center bets, money line, run lines, all that stuff, and 3 or more sharp books. Okay? So the Pirates and the Reds, over 0.5 first inning total runs, plus 150 on Novig, plus 136 true odds, 4 sharp books are built into this. Solid spot on that 5.72 EV. That's a great spot. Washington Nationals, first half money line at plus 135 on Novig, 2.9 EV, 128 true odds, 5 books built into the sharp books there. So great spots there. We have NFL today. Let's take a look at what we got for NFL. Let's do all markets. Let's put in today's date. So we're just looking at today. It's 8/7, right? Okay. As of today's preseason football games, you have 2 options that are popping for you and are going to be the sharpest bets that you can play today. All right? First bet, Baltimore Ravens, money line tonight for the preseason. The Baltimore Ravens are a big underdog against the Colts in the preseason today at a plus 250 on Circa, where they're 240 true odds, 5 out of 5 sharp books dictating this heavy. Okay? So the sharp books have this around 240 where you're getting it at 250, giving you a positive 3.07 expected value. Again, 2 or higher expected values, what you're looking for, and 3 or more books baked into the sharp books. Now, this is a longer shot play. This will make you a ton of profit if you're playing plays like this. But this is a longer shot play. Remember the sweet spot I told you about. Minus 120 to plus 120. That's where this would fall in. For the people wanting to see more consistency, and maybe you're just stepping your foot into game bets like money lines and run lines and stuff, you can dabble into this one. Baltimore Ravens and the Colts. 3 expected value on the under 18.5 first half total points for this game. All right? Under 18.5 first half total points for this game, you can get at plus 106 on FanDuel, where the true odds are plus 100. Now, you only have 1 sharp book here on this one, so keep that in mind. Only 1 sharp book is in this line, but nonetheless, you're getting that good, solid, true odds, 3 expected value. Typically, you want to see the 2% or higher EV, and the 3 or more sharp books at least. But these 2 plays are great for the preseason tonight. All right? Again, we got college football coming up too. You think we don't got that covered too? College football's already got some great plays on the board, man. Let's go all markets. At the top of the list, you got Virginia Tech's money line. You can get it plus 300 on Hard Rock, where it's 277 true odds across 5 other sharp books that have a major effect on that line, giving it a 6.04 EV. All right, now again, if you're trying to be tighter, I would try to go down here a little closer to that 120 to minus 120 range. Miami, Florida is a positive 1.88 expected edge. Remember before, a lot of plays we'd find over the 5% EV. You'd see some in the 10% EV. That's because we weren't taking the VIG out. Now that we're taking the VIG out and seeing the true probability, things are even more accurate. So any EV percent positive is great. But we like to look at those thresholds just for consistency reasons for y'all. All right? All right, let's move on. Home run prediction tool. All right. Nothing has changed for the home run prediction tool. It's exactly the same as it was. Let's go to FanDuel. All right, over on FanDuel, we see that O'Neal Cruz is in the nuke zone. Plus 470 odds on FanDuel, positive 8.52 Vegas edge, meaning you're getting the edge on FanDuel. You're getting better odds on FanDuel compared to everywhere else. Great spot here on O'Neal Cruz with a nice home run score, nice nuke zone home run prediction data, and then the positive 8.52 Vegas edge. And then Brent Rooker, nuke zone tier home run play, meaning his home run predictable stats are popping, as well as a positive 16.73 Vegas edge, plus 300 odds on FanDuel. My favorite home run call today is Brent Rooker at plus 300 on FanDuel due to that huge Vegas edge at 16.73. All right, again, if you're playing home run parlays, but O'Neal Cruz and Brent Rooker would be the pairing I'd use. Why am I leaving Nick out? He has a minus Vegas edge on FanDuel. Now, depending on where you're doing the slip, he may have a positive Vegas edge. But FanDuel, personally, he doesn't. Okay? So, O'Neal Cruz and Brent Rooker being the overall best home run call today at plus 300 on FanDuel. All right? Again, the updates that we have made on Props Made Easy are built to make you even more money. Plain and simple. The only updates we will ever make, and again, the price stays at 20. The only updates we'll ever make is to make you win more. We're constantly looking for ways to improve your hit rates. We didn't want to take the VIG out and stuff earlier and explain all that stuff because a lot of you don't get the EV stuff. You're trying to see the big juice stuff. And look, we wanted you to just play the best value in general. Now things are tightened up and your hit rate's going to be higher than it's ever been. Remember, playing value betting is the only way to be profitable in sports betting. Especially now at Props Made Easy that you're seeing the true odds. Your hit rate playing value betting is going to be higher than it's ever been. All right? Stay locked in. Stay on the task at hand. Stay locked in with it. There's going to be negative variance at times. Okay? It's not like this update's the end-all, be-all, and you'll never lose again. Losing is inevitable. Play those good spots. For on player props, remember, when it comes to DFS books, player props, you want positive edges, positive edge percent. That tells you that you're beating the book. If it's negative, they're beating you. They have set that line, and the way that their payout structure is they know they're going to beat you long term if it's negative. If it's positive, we know we're going to beat them long term, and they don't like that. So they're not going to let a million of those plays slide, but at Props Made Easy, you're going to catch them every time. All right? On the regular books, you want the 5% or higher for the most consistently, 5% or higher EV, 3 or more sharp books in every play. All right? Plus 120 to minus 120 is the best range when it comes to any bets you're placing if you want consistency while still hitting that range of 5% or higher for player props. You can bring that down to 3% if you need to, and then 2% or higher for Game Center. And again, minus 120 to plus 120 is the most consistent. Those high EV spots, though, that you see in the plus odds, don't shy away. Those are the plays that long-term go crazy for you. Okay? These plays that if you're playing minus 150s and shit, yeah, it seems good. But long-term, you're losing playing plays like that. Because losses are inevitable, and you're still going to lose at minus 150. And if you're losing at minus 150, you're losing your whole bet. Where if you win, you're only winning like half your bet back. You feel what I'm saying? So, stay locked in. Thank y'all for joining me as always. And as always, if you have any questions about anything at any time for Props Made Easy, I'm here to help you win. That's what we do. The whole team at Props Made Easy is here to help you win. You can hit up support at Props Made Easy. You can go to the Sharp Society and ask your question. You can hit me up directly on Twitter at Cam_ATL. I'm here to help y'all make money, man. Anything you need help with or understanding, just reach out and we're here to help you win. Plain and simple. Thank y'all for joining me, and I'm out. Peace.